Hello and welcome, sports fans, to live soccer here on WyoToday.com. We're here at Phillies and Bronx Stadium in Cody today, and we're going to watch these two teams face off. Currently, both teams getting hyped up and ready for the game. 6 minutes till starting lineups and our national anthem. So I want to welcome you. I'm Rusty Wirtz here on the show this morning. Adjusting my levels a little bit as we go. All right, and we're going to recap here in just a few minutes yesterday's game and the last time that the Lander Tigers faced off against the Phillies. That in just a second right here on WyoToday.com.
The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School Soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
And we're back here at Cody Stadium. We're starting off with our starters for the Lander Valley Tigers. Number 1, the keeper, Seneca Kale. Number 7, Hannah Nielsen. Number 8, Abby Copeland. Number 10, Demi Stauffenberg.
Number 12, Mason Morton.
Number 12, Mason Morton.
Number 13, Annabelle Knockhazel.
Number 13, Annabelle Knockhazel.
Number 15, Whitney Hansen.
Number 15, Whitney Hansen.
Number 17, Mia Copeland.
Number 17, Mia Copeland returning to the field
20,
today.
Haley Lytle.
Number 20, a senior this year for Lander, Haley Lytle.
Number 25, Delaney Sullivan.
Number 25, Delaney Sullivan
Number
were the
26,
forwards.
Emma
And number
Getz.
26, Emma Getz,
The Tigers are
coached by Abilio Montero.
And now,
Now it's time for the
Cody
home
Phillies.
team, the Cody Phillies.
Goalie, Izzy Radakovich.
Keeper, Izzy Radkovich.
Number 12, Megan Boyson.
Number 12, Megan Boyson. Number 13,
13,
Kennedy Neiman. Number 17
Number 17,
is Gillian
Growney.
Growney. Number 18, Aspen Kalkowski. Number 19, Britton Bauer. Number 20,
Number 20,
Jessa Lynn.
Lynn.
Should probably turn down the field next to that.
Number 22, Reese
All right.
Neiman.
We have
Number
Reese Neiman at
25,
22.
Autumn Wilson.
Number 25, Autumn Wilson.
Number 34, Tori
We
Schutzman.
have Tori Schutzman
And number 38, Allie Boyson.
and Allie Boyson.
Head coach for the Phillies, Marion Myers.
Marion Myers,
Assistant,
head
Whit
coach
McLeod.
for the Phillies today.
Officials for this game. Our center is Scott Fritzler. AR is Seth Ramza and Alex Wasson. Our fourth official, Jill Lynn.
All right, gearing up here for a nice day in Cody today. A bit of a breeze, however, it's going to be a great day for a soccer match. Now, these two teams have played against one another before in Lander. Keep in mind that right now, Lander sitting with a 6-1-1 overall record. Last time they played against Cody, it was a 3-2 match. That was in favor of the Tigers. Some starters that we didn't see starting yesterday. Knockhazel back on the field. Both Copeland twins on the field as well. Mia back in the game. It was a nice drive over from Cody. Saw some some wildlife on the way. Also a antique show in Cody today. Back in Fremont County in Riverton, the Rampage Rumble going on. The giant soccer tournament. So if you see some extra folks in town today, welcome them to Fremont County. And we're off. Ball dropping back first. Some movement to the wing. I'll be announcing extra in the winged areas today. Our camera falls just a bit short. Each window is different when you go out to broadcast. Toss in from Mia Copeland. Followed out of bounds by the Phillies. Toss in from Sullivan. She takes the ball back to Copeland and forward again. Taken over by the Phillies' Neiman. Knockhazel from center circle. A steady pace to start the game so far. moving into the danger zone and a goal early on by the Phillies. That takes this ball game, a 1-0 ball game with looks like 38 minutes left to go. That was taken in by Schutzman. A nice home crowd here for Cody today. Got about 25-ish people here. I'm sure that'll grow as the day goes on and it gets a little warmer outside. It's a coat kind of day here in Cody, but nice nonetheless. Hanson moves forward. A block by Cody. That came off of Lynn. Lytle to the flank. She'll give it a boot, goes out of bounds. Schutzman sends forward. Goes over to Neiman. Meets up in the middle with Lynn. Out on Lander. From the touch line, comes back in with Neiman. Back inside the penalty box, caught by Kale. She'll clear it out of the goal. Lander celebrating a win over Powell yesterday. Good movement forward for the Phillies. Schutzman down the side. Inside the penalty box, nice block by Mia Copeland. Corner kick will come in from the Phillies, coming off of Schutzman. Headed away by Copeland and out past the end line. Corner kick. Phillies sending it just inside the penalty box, and with a head in, is able to get the second score of the ball game. This time coming from Autumn Wilson. And with 36 minutes left in the first half of play, score 2-0 in favor of the Phillies. Gets in the center and we're off. She gives it to Sullivan, who will drop back to Mia Copeland. Swipe away from Neiman will send it out of bounds, being brought back in by Sullivan. Goes into Morton. Taken over by the Phillies, and then back to the Tigers. Tigers moving into the defensive third of the Phillies for the first time this game. Sending it forward to Getz. She'll be met by the Phillies defense, who turns it around. Getz with great movement downfield. A lob by Copeland shuts down the forward movement. Cody with a much quicker pace than the last time the Tigers faced them. Sullivan nabs it. Hansen reads the field, sends right to Nielsen. A roll forward. Being chipped back into center circle by the defense of the Phillies. Neiman goes forward. Morton trying to keep control of the ball, going through center field. Makes the choice over to Nielsen, goes forward. Looks like the Phillies have been studying the Tigers to see if they can have a different approach. Much faster paced game. Whistles in favor of the Phillies. That'll give a free kick. That's going to go to Schutzman. Ball goes downfield and is headed. Kicked out by Copeland. Schützman from the corner. She'll take the corner kick in. She's sizing up the field, backing up for what I'm guessing will be a lob just in front of the penalty box. They'll go in much more coverage, but the Phillies able to sneak it in past Lander. See if I can't tell. I think that came in off of Growney. So with 32 minutes left in the first half of play, score currently 3 for the Phillies and Tigers at 0. Substitutions coming in for the Phillies. Coming to the field, we have Molly Hayes alongside Allie Broussard. That shot was blocked by Stauffenberg. Well, not the shot, but the pass and forward movement of the Phillies. A swipe in front of Getz, kicked out by Morton. Refs will call it clean. Neiman drops back. Sends forward with motion to Boyson. Abby Copeland quick to shut down the progression of the Phillies down the sideline. She'll get the toss in after it goes out of bounds. Whistles in favor of the Tigers. Being brought in by Abby Copeland. Forward motion. Phillies getting to the 35. Pass inside the penalty box. Swiped out by Abby Copeland. Seeing heavy pressure coming from the Phillies today. Ball's going to be booted out by Lytle. Substitution coming in for the Phillies. We'll see Lynn come back to the field. Cody from the touchline. Forward movement by the Phillies and a shot on goal. We go a little far right for the goalposts. Goal kick by Mia Copeland. That'll land on the left side of the field and then roll out of bounds. I like this crowd. Shoot, as one of the Cody players was going back to the touchline, they were like, do some hurdles. Knockhazel sends over to Nielsen. They'll be out on Cody. Knockhazel with the toss. Goes into Getz. Nielsen will fall. That'll be Lander ball, excuse me. Quick to get it going again. Goes over to Sullivan. Gets sent back and returned by Morton. Mia Copeland forward. Neiman working the field, heading to the side. Ball's going to go to the wing, where of course you can't see, but gone out of bounds by Lander, brought back in by the Phillies. The Phillies early to use substitutions today. Back into the field, I believe is Allison Boyson. Phillies will draw back, taken over by Emma Getz. Some forward motion we're used to seeing from Getz and Sullivan. They're forced to be reckoned with when they get in the groove inside the penalty box through the legs of one of the Cody mids. Nice move by Getz. Out of bounds. It's going to be Mia Copeland's ball. A high up lob by Cody. Takes it to the 30. Back in possession by the Tigers. Knockhazel from the side with a running touchline throw. Morton forward to Sullivan, taken away by Neiman. A swipe from Boyson of the Phillies. Copeland quick to get the ball back in possession for the Tigers, working the formations, and back to Cody. Bit of a collision between Copeland and the Phillies with, I believe that's Schuttzman. Well, I don't know who that is actually. They have number 36, but that one's not on the roster. Molly moving forward, taken away by Copeland. Ball's going to get lobbed inside the 20. Chasing it down is Stauffenberg. They'll go out of bounds. Oh, it'll be brought back in quickly. Whistles. It'll be Lander ball. Free kick from Morton. Cody taking advantage of some elbow room today with nice formation work. Sullivan with a nice juke. Making headway down the field with Getz. Kick from the Phillies over to Lytle. She shuts that down and clears the goal. Substitutions coming in for the Phillies. Scope them out here. We have Kalkowski. And I believe Hopkin, but let me double check on that. Tall shot on goal. Goes up and over Seneca Kale. She puts a hand on it. It rolls off her fingertips and into the back of the net. That shot taken by Nieders, Emma Nieders. That makes it a 4-0 ball game with 23 minutes left. We're in the first half of play. Then we'll have the halftime show here on WyoToday.com. Substitution coming in. We have O'Connor coming in as a mid. Forward movement to Sullivan, then to Getz. Sullivan put it on the gas. She takes it to the side. Tries to send back through the formation and it gets taken. The Phillies using longer passes today. Body block by Hansen. Whistles, it'll be Lander ball. Nieders with the free kick. She'll put it up inside the penalty box where it's palmed away by Seneca Kale. And then a kick and a shot on goal for Cody. That was Jessa Lynn of the Cody Phillies. It's a 5-0 ball game. 22 minutes left in the first half of play. Returning to the field is Kennedy Neiman for Cody. Lander doing a good job of keeping up the high energy. Morton goes forward, sends a lob. That'll be met by Radkovich. Also keep in mind, we're on day 3 of me working my own camera. Better slowly but surely, but if I lose the ball at some point, it's a possibility. Nice day for soccer in Cody today. Bit of a breeze. Sun is shining, but not too much. Copeland's going to boot the ball out from the wing. Boyson sends it from the touchline. Quick to get on it is Getz. Ball rolls forward. Out of bounds. From the sideline. Bringing it back in is Kalkowski. Sullivan with quick footwork. Will get deflected back into center circle. Abby Copeland will follow that out of bounds, being brought back in by Cody's Neiman. Keep in mind that's Kennedy Neiman. There's 2 Neimans on the team. Morton gives it a lob out of the penalty box. Ahead by Copeland, sends it forward to Sullivan. Followed up by Hansen, who will send it forward. And then returned by Cody. Copeland will send that out of bounds. Copeland with the kick. It's a free kick. There'll be a foul called on Cody. Free kick for Sullivan. Looks like Sullivan and Jessalyn got tangled. With a head from Getz, that'll go out past the goal line. Looks like the goal kick from Cody will come out off the foot of Reese Neiman. Radkovich giving it up. Keeper kicks out. Rolls forward to Lynn. Lander taking advantage. Getz is going to send it over. Hansen running forward to meet it. Nice perseverance from Mason Morton, sending it forward to Sullivan after the breakaway. Ball's going to stall and get a lob back to midfield by Cody. Coming in for Cody is Megan Boyson for Jessalyn. Mia Copeland went to meet that. Ball rolls by and out of bounds. Throw in from the touchline. Kicked out of bounds by Morton. They'll go past the end line, giving a corner kick. That looks like that's going to head over to Schootzman. Hi. I have a little co-broadcaster in the booth today. Kick up and in front of the penalty box. It's going to go up and over. Lander ball with a goal kick. Including the win from yesterday against Powell, the Tigers seeing a standing overall of 6-1-1. That draw being against Riverton, where they were able to take the traveling trophy via shootout, which if you were there, it was a fun match. Goosebumps all around. Ball rolls out of bounds. Will be brought back in by Abby Copeland. Sullivan, an attempted swipe there from Kalkowski. Hi, buddy. Good movement by the Tigers down the field, progressing past the 30, gets able to get it inside. That'll roll behind the penalty box and caught by Radkovich. Lander with great forward movement this game. Just can't get it in between the goalposts. Neiman with a nab there from the forwards from Lander. Ball back into center circle. Taking their time to read the field. The Phillies opting more for longer passes and dribbles versus keeping close elbow room. "14 minutes left in this first half of play. Coming in to the field, we'll see Nielsen in for Sullivan. Also coming in for the Phillies, Allie Broussard. Goal kick will come out from Abby Copeland. That'll roll out of bounds. Nielsen to the side. Cody not giving up the pressure yet. Whistles, they'll be in favor of the Tigers with Nielsen, with Sullivan going to be taking that free kick. She'll lob it inside the penalty box. A little too much power, that'll go out past the end line. Got a goal kick coming on from Cody. Goal kick is out, met by a head with Sullivan. Sullivan will follow it out past the end line, giving the Tigers the corner kick. Boot from Sullivan goes over to Hansen, and what looked like it was going to go in went a little to the left. No good for the Tigers. That was a great movement from Hansen, though. Also, side note, great placement from Sullivan from the corner. Quarter kick. This time, Sullivan from the opposite side of the field. I apologize, our camera can't quite get there. I could show you a great shot of the window, however. All right. Getz going to get a foot on that. Go back to the wing with Sullivan. That'll be palmed by Radkovich. Lander putting Cody on high alert. It's a well-placed kick. Came around behind Emma. Emma gets and was able to change the direction of the ball and roll across the opposite side of the field. Goal kick coming in from Copeland. Mia setting up. Just give it a kick. Morton at the side. Sends forward with Getz, who will drop back. Nice formation move. Back in possession by Radkovich. She'll do a running kick. That'll go to center circle. Cody trying to find a setup. Lander defense says no thanks. Great move by Copeland. Reach around kick. Ball's gonna roll just in front of the box and gets cleared by the Lander Tigers. Kale went down and her defense was there to back her up. Phillies with a touch throw. Morton in the corner. Whistles. Here in a sec, we'll see who the penalty was called on. They'll say it's Cody Ball at the touch. Morton getting ahead on it. White ball. It's going to come from the 10. Whistle went off. Looked like the ref wanted to have a word with one of the Phillies. Chatted with Jessa Lynn. Kick from Mia Copeland. Out on Cody. Being brought back in by Morton. Swipe from in front of Getz will get Cody moving in the opposite direction. Lytle with a lob away, keeping the Phillies from getting too close to the penalty box. Emma downfield, Sullivan racing in. Instead, Radkovich slides out. Keeper save from danger in behalf of the Cody Phillies. Lander, quick to bring it back. Nielsen goes forward. And I'll go back to Radkovich. Nielsen's ball from the side. She'll toss that in. I think that went over her intended target. Ends up with Getz. Getz back to Morton. Morton up to Sullivan. Morton goes forward to Hansen. We're live from Cody Stadium today, streaming live on wyotoday.com. Ball goes out, and Lander ball. Copeland from the touchline goes into Nielsen. That'll be kicked out of bounds. It's going to be out on Cody. A lot of work from the sidelines today. Coming in for Lander, we'll see Allie Atnip. She'll let Morton head to the side. Rajkovic with the clear on the goal. A deep boot by Hansen would have gone between the goalposts if not for Rajkovic. Sullivan quick to meet up with the Phillies on the side. I'll get moved forward. Phillies progressing. Change of direction by Copeland. Sends her to the turf. Got the job done. Nielsen forward. Atnip over to Getz. Sullivan keeping on the pressure. Goes back to Hansen. Hansen with a sliding tackle. Ref will call it good. There is a Lander crowd here today that traveled over. You can see them on the opposite side of the field. Sullivan tries to go forward, gets blocked out. Ball will go out on the Phillies near the 35. Getz with a shot on goal, blocked by the last defender of Cody. Sullivan will send a sharp foot, sending the ball out past the left wing for the Tigers. Gets followed out by Atnip. Cody brings it in from the corner. That'll go out of bounds. Going to be brought back in by Mia Copeland. From the touchline, bringing it in is Kalkowski. Nielsen will send it to the opposite side of the field, over to Sullivan. Gets over to Atnip. Ball rolls over to the far wing. Chased down by Getz, who tries to get a tackle on it, can't quite get there. Lander ball from the sideline with O'Connor. A minute 52 left in the first half of play. Current score, Cody Phillies at 5, Lander Valley Tigers at 0. Anip with a good pass over to Getz. Getz will take a shot on goal, rolls to the right of the goalpost. Goal kick will come in from Nieders, Emma Nieders. Lytle got a good foot on that in the center circle. Nielsen will try to keep the ball in bounds. It'll be Cody Ball. Ball will go out past the Lander end line. Mia Copeland with the goal kick. She'll send it just in front of Kale, and they'll actually give it up to Copeland, to Abby Copeland. Helps if I clarify there. Sullivan dribbling downfield with Getz. Whistles. That's going to mark the end of the first half of play, folks. We're here from Cody's Stadium at Cody High School. It's a gorgeous day today. Current score, Lander Lady Phillies, or excuse me, the Cody Lady Phillies up by 5 against the Lander Tigers. Man, we did so good until then, didn't we? We're going to check out some of our great local sponsors here on WyoToday.com. We'll come back with a recap of the first set of scores and then tell you how the second half's looking.
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at
white truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good. Let's
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for 2 Tuesday through Thursdays now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an aberconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program. To WyoToday.com live from Cody Stadium. Beautiful day here in Cody. It's gorgeous out, I have to admit. There is a bit of a breeze coming from the east, but a nice day for soccer nonetheless. So here on the turf, we're watching the Lady Tigers and the Lady Phillies face off for the second time this year. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Phillies. Since they did dominate with scoring in this first half of play, they currently sit 7-1 overall. This is from MaxPreps.com, by the way. Thanks, MaxPreps. In the 3A Mountain West, they sit 6-1. So the current score against the Tigers, as you can see on your screen, is 0-5 in favor of the Phillies. This is crunch time, and not only that, it's adjustment time, which Lander is very good at. So we'll see how this adjusts in the second half. All right, let's do a score recap for the first part. Within, well, the first few minutes of the game, 2 minutes in, Schootzman was able to get the ball back behind Seneca Kale and find success at the back of the net. 2 minutes later, we would see Wilson come in, and Autumn Wilson with a nice lob that made it between the goalposts. Scores were actually very well spread throughout the Phillies team. We have Schootzman, Wilson, Growney, Nieders, and Lynn all finding that back of the net to take the score to 5-0 against the Lady Tigers. Now, how the second half will go? Well, as in soccer, and most coaches and parents and players will tell you, you just play it one goal at a time. So we're going to go with that as well and see how the rest of this match shapes up. I want to welcome some of our sponsors to the broadcast. Maven, a new sponsor, as you can see on the bottom of your team. Fremont Toyota, super huge thanks to them for hopping on board and sponsoring this local sports broadcast. Go shop at these places, folks. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, and they support your youth athletes. And of course, they make it possible for this to be happening. So whether you're watching live on Facebook or on YouTube with WyoToday.com, side note, Make sure.
Thank you for your
Oh,
cooperation.
I wanted to make sure I heard the announcement. They said no dogs for this match, and that's actually pretty common on most places. So, yeah, we'll be back with the second half of play here in about a minute and 30 seconds, right here live with WyoToday.com from Cody Stadium.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/lead.
And we're back from Phillydium. It'll be Philly Stadium until the Bronx come on later. And we're live with WyoToday.com. If you're just now joining, I'm Rusty Wirtz. Current score, as you can see on the bottom right of your screen, is 5-0 in favor of the Cody Phillies. Your Lander Tigers will be going from left to right, and if you are a Cody fan, you'll be going from right to left on your screen. Morton with heavy coverage as the ball goes to the side, gets passed to mid, and down to the wing. It's going to be a corner kick. See if I can't get a number on them. That'll be brought in by Schutzman. Phillies keeping pressure inside the penalty box. Hanson with a kick. Kao with a stop. She'll palm it and then grab it as it drops. Great way to make a save. Phillies from the sideline with a toss in to Lynn. Nielsen moving forward. She'll take it to Getz. Getz at the 20. She'll get over to Sullivan. We'll have it taken back. And then a big kick coming from Morton. That'll go past the end line, giving a goal kick to the Phillies. The goal kick's going to come in from Megan Boyson, it looks like. Knock Hazel with a swipe. They'll be lobbed back past the 50 and out of bounds. Copeland's chasing down the ball. Abby Copeland from the touchline and a boot over from Hansen. It's a head off today. About 5 passes off the head in just the last minute. Leto goes forward, try to get a touch on the ball. Also passing forward is Stauffenberg. Also, if you're streaming live on Facebook and you'd like to go into the ground, is Abby Copeland alongside Kalkuski. A yellow card's going to be administered from the ref. They're going to adjust time real quick. From the touchline, in the right side of your screen, you can't quite get there, but Abby Copeland will take the free kick. Abby over to Nielsen. Taken on by Lynn, who will kick it out past the goal line. Anyway, where I was going before the yellow card explanation there, if you're watching on Facebook and you'd like to stream it on a bigger device, maybe your TV or a large monitor, you can check that out on YouTube. Facebook likes to take it down a notch when it comes to the quality, so that way it keeps up with the stream. Just from experience of watching football, I'll watch our Fremont County teams on the TV at home. Sullivan gets working hard. They'll be swiped away by the Phillies with Lynn going past the 50. Stauffenberg sends forward. It goes to Morton and Hansen with the dribble. Hansen goes to swipe. Will get taken from Copeland and back by Abby Copeland on the other side. Knockhazel will send it forward, being met by Sullivan. Instead, Radakovic is going to pick that up. Good coverage by the Tigers. And a swipe from in front of the Phillies with Sullivan. She'll send it back and swiped off again. There's not a lot of elbow room between the two teams. Both teams doing a great job of covering one another. Makes it hard to make passes. Phillies ball from the touch. Mia Copeland will bring the ball back into play. Ball through the center circle. Knockhazel will chest it, send it forward to Nielsen. Swiped off by the Phillies. Growney. Nielsen with the throw. She'll send over to Getz. Getz keeps it in bounds. She'll go to the wing where it's kicked back by the Phillies and out of bounds. Knockhazel tosses in, trying to meet Hansen. Instead, changed direction by Cody. little bit of a push there. It's going to be a penalty called on Cody. They're off of Boyson, giving Nielsen the free kick, which she will give up to Copeland. Lob inside the penalty box. Trying to meet up with Sullivan. Kicked out of bounds by Kennedy Neiman. Copeland from the touchline. Nice return by Lytle. And again by Lytle, sending it back, which is headed by the Phillies. Making their way into the danger zone. Shot on goal will go up and past the goal. My apologies there. Taking the GK will be Abby Copeland. Copeland takes it forward. Meets up with Getz. Knockhazel working the sideline. Reading the field and sends it forward. And forward to Sullivan inside the penalty box and picked up by Radakovich. Ball will bounce over to Knockhazel. Taken on by the Phillies with Kalkuski. Good coverage by Abby Copeland. Lytle racing to the ball. Also racing to the ball. I believe that was Morton. Nope, that was Mia Copeland with a swipe. Whistles while one of the Cody Phillies is taking a sec to get up. She'll be helped up by the ref. Will be a corner kick from Cody. Corner kick is in, inside the penalty box. And Lander trying to shut him out. And a swipe and forward motion brought on by Morton. Downfield. Sullivan and Getz trying to advance further. A lob inside the penalty box. Radakovich almost lost control, was able to catch it in the end. Radakovich moving forward to the edge of the box, and she'll pick that up. Headed by Knockhazel, sent forward to Getz. Getz blocking out. Knockhazel sends it rolling past the end line. Substitutions coming in for the Phillies. To the field, we see Boyson and Broussard. Goal kick will come out off of the foot of Emma Nieters. Morton will try to keep it in bounds. That'll roll past the sideline. Forward motion from the Phillies. Stopped by Stauffenberg. Trying to keep control. Swiped by the Phillies again. And sent out of bounds by Lytle. Kicks it away. Stops that forward pressure. Kennedy Neiman. She'll bring it in with the throw. Block by Stauffenberg. And a trip. Called on behalf of Cody. Well, called in favor of Cody, I should say, against the Tigers. The kick will go up and over the goal line. Goal kick for Lander. .26 minutes left in this second half of play. 5-0 is the score in favor of the Phillies. Swipe by Lytle. Sent back forward. Hansen gonna go forward. That'll go out past the sideline. Getz is going to send a lob. Trying to get over to Sullivan. With a dribble, she'll try to keep control. Possession over to Knockhazel. Gets in the wig. Sends to the center. That'll be headed out. Off of Emma Nieders. Radakovic. Taking her time inside the box. She'll give it a boot. Lytle rushes in. Taking control is Nielsen. She'll go for the ball. It'll be called a trip by the ref. Penalty kick. It's going to be deflected off the back of Hansen. Sullivan's going to drop back, find an advantage point. Lander with good formation work. Nielsen with a between the legs pass. Both teams racing to the wing. They'll go out of bounds on Cody. Lander ball. Big kick coming from, I believe that was Nieders, Emma Nieders. Getz will go down. No call. Mia Copeland racing forward to get the ball out of the penalty box. She gets tripped up, and a shot on goal goes left of Seneca Kale. Got taken in by Molly Hayes. Makes the current score 6-0 in favor of the Cody Phillies. Sullivan on the side, Hansen coming up, moving it forward. Ooh, bit of a collision between Sullivan. Got some upset crowd members. That'll be a free kick for Cody. This might be one of those days we turn down the crowd mic a tiny bit. Forward movement for the Phillies. Penalty will be called in favor, of Cody. If not for the expert work of Seneca Kale, that could have been a score for the Cody Phillies. Kick taken there by Allison Boyson. Takes them to a corner kick after it rolled past the end line. Kick is in. Sullivan racing forward. She'll keep it in bounds. She'll also keep possession. Into the 50, forward for the Tigers. Booted back by the Phillies, off of Boyson. Lytle going back into the box. She'll boot it to the right and out. Lytle gives it a chip out, getting rid of the pressure for now. Boot inside the 18. Good reflexes by Abby Copeland. They'll follow it out of bounds. It'll be Lander ball. Copeland throwing back in. Nielsen down the side. She'll go forward. Knock Hazel. And out of bounds. Nielsen from the touch line. Tries to meet Knock Hazel. Will pass back. And a boot forward by Hansen. Formation work by Cody. Sends it back to midfield. Cody moving back to the danger zone. Kale will move forward, narrow down the angles, and catch the ball. Stopped by Stauffenberg. Ball will go back into the wing. They'll go in front of the penalty box. Kicked away by Stauffenberg. She'll clear the goal. Ball thrown in by Knockhazel. Gets it to Getz, then booted out of bounds by Megan Boyson. Back in from Nielsen. Whistles. Substitutions coming in for the Phillies. We'll see joining the field, Schutzman, back after her yellow card infringement. And then also to the field, once she turns around, I might be able to catch a number here. Lytle, good change of direction. Forward movement for the Tigers. Changed around in center circle. The other one that came in for the Phillies was Autumn Wilson, I believe. Mia Copeland from the sideline. She'll throw in. Morton giving some help near the side. Sullivan to the wing. She'll knock it over, trying to get to Hansen. Instead, a shot on goal taken by Morton. That goes up and over. Goal kick for the Phillies. Goes out to about the 25. Taken on by Getz near the 18. She'll send it left. Gets a boot. Getting tangled up in the middle was Copeland with one of the Phillies. Ref's going to check on her. 15 minutes left in the second half of play. Current score, the Phillies at 6 and the Tigers at 0. Substitution coming in. They will swap out Autumn Wilson. Oh, maybe it's not a substitution. I'm not sure who they're sending in for. She'll get applause as she leaves the field. In for Wilson, we will see Broussard back on the field. Cody will bring the ball back into play. Cody trying to take advantage, turned around by Knockhazel and sent back to Nielsen off of Hansen. Gets to the side, send it forward. That'll roll inside the penalty box. Radakovic says no way. Kale rushing forward. She'll palm the ball and take it out from the 18. Stauffenberg takes it forward. And a lob back to the circle from Lytle. Forward motion and a steal. The tackle taken on by Abby Copeland. She'll meet up with Molly Hayes. Molly will head out, and coming in for her, that'll be Neaters. Morton will get tripped up. She'll get back up. Whistles, they'll blow that. They're going to give a yellow card to Mason Morton. She'll head out. Coming into the field. See who they subbed in. We'll see O'Connor back. We'll see Molly Hayes return to the field for the Phillies. Whistles and the clock will start again. Kick from the side will be no good. Goal kick coming out from Copeland. Men on the side with pressure. Sullivan keeping control. Back in the game, we'll see O'Connor subbed out. Coming in, we'll see Morton back. Boot downfield by Hansen. Met by the keeper for Cody. 11 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in this match. 6-0, Cody's up. Stauffenberg meeting that with a chest. Swiped away by the Phillies. Meets up with Stauffenberg off to the side. Still forward motion for Cody. Ball's going to get kicked to the wing. Following that out will be Abby Copeland. We'll call that out on Lander. Give it a corner kick. Looks like it might be being brought in by Boyson. That drops into the center. Taken on by Sullivan. Goes to Morton. She sends it to Knockhazel. Nielsen in the center. Sends it to Getz. And Hansen playing keep away. A shot on goal blocked. Sullivan from the side. From here, looked like it could have been a great angle, but no good. Goal kick for the Phillies. Comes out, meets up with Getz. She'll move forward. Passing right to knock Hazel. She'll send it forward again. Gets booted away. Sun peeking through the clouds here at Cody Stadium. Nielsen, will take it in the middle of the dribble. Send it forward, trying to meet up with Getz. Lido quick to move forward. Abby near the side. She'll boot it out of bounds. Keeps the pressure off. Toss in from Boyson. Hanson with good movement to midfield. She'll send forward to Sullivan. Sullivan near the sideline. That'll be out on the Tigers. In the distance, you can see the men's team starting to warm up for the Tigers. We'll have that match right after this one here on WyoToday.com. Stick around for the post-game show. We'll recap the scores. We'll talk about the upcoming schedule for the Lady Tigers. And also, we'll begin our pregame for the next bout. Whistles after Getz gets caught up. She'll have a free kick. That'll be taken on by Morton. Morton sends it in just inside the penalty box. They'll go out of bounds. Back to Cody. Goal kick will land just outside of the circle. Met up by Abby Copeland with a lob back to the 30. Ball to knock Hazel at the sideline. Kept in bounds and sent over to Nielsen. White ball. Knock Hazel back to the side. Lander looking to get some points on the board with 6 minutes left in the match. Lytle meets it with a head, giving it back to Nielsen. Tackle by Copeland will yield a whistle. That'll be in favor of Lander. Looks like that was going to be called a foul against Allison Boyson. Copeland sends it to midfield, trying to meet up with Nielsen. Nielsen from the side. Goes into Knockhazel. Neither team willing to give up the intensity of the match. Sullivan coming around into the wing. Gets booted out. Return to the 20. Back in near Hansen. Morton sends forward. A block by Hayes will go out of bounds. Three minutes, 45 seconds to go. Score 6-0 in favor of Cody. Some footwork on behalf of Neaters. Ends with a change of direction. Cody finding a way to get in the middle of Lander's passes. Stauffenberg back to the center. Forward to Hansen. Progression with Nielsen to the 30. Back inside the goal box, where it'll be taken by Radakovic. Copeland playing keep away near the penalty box. That'll roll out of bounds past the end line. Looks like Lander had the last touch, given a corner kick to Boyson. Boyson sends it in, bounces on the other side. Nielsen follows it out of bounds. Cody ball. 1:26 left to go. Stick around for the post-game show. We'll recap the scores, talk about the upcoming schedule for the Lady Tigers. Kick up and over and through the field goal post off of the foot of Emma Neaters. Bit too much power there. This will give a win to the Cody Phillies. Lander setting up for the last goal kick of the game. Nielsen quick to send it out of bounds. Clock will now count down for 15 seconds. Neither team giving up yet. Still working downfield. Gets in her circle, gets swiped away. And the whistle will blow, marking the end of this contest. Final score, the Cody Phillies with 6 and the Lander Valley Tigers with 0. We'll be back with the post-game show here on wyotoday.com, streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin,
You had me at...
white truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's go.
Truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for 2 Tuesday through Thursdays now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program. Welcome back to the Cody Bronx Stadium. It's now transitioning to Bronx Stadium because the men's game is next. We're back here live with WyoToday.com. I'm Rusty Wirtz. I'm glad to be here today. Kind of a tough match for the Lady Tigers. They fell 6-0 against the Cody Phillies. Now, recapping some of the scores, we have Schutzman, Wilson, Growney, Nieders, and Lynn all scored within the first half and had pretty even pacing throughout that first part of the game. In the second half, coming up, since we already recapped the first half of the game, we'll do the second half. With 11 minutes left, Molly Hayes, was able to juke one way as she was able to get it into the net, and Kale just wasn't behind the net. Well, she wasn't behind the ball is all that it was. She was doing a great job of keeping high energy back there, but definitely couldn't get in a groove for the Lady Tigers today. That takes us to the final score of 6-0 right here at Cody Phillies Stadium. Now, it's a pretty nice day today. It's kind of chilly. I don't think Coach Montero is going to come up and chat with us today. I think they're heading to the bus. We should hear from Coach Schaff after the game, and we'll talk about this upcoming match as well. So on deck, the Lander Tigers facing off against the Cody Bronx here at the stadium. On the left side of the field, you can see the Cody Bronx getting warmed up. And on the right side, you can see the Lander Tigers. It's a nice field here at Cody. I got lost a little bit when we first got here. I'm not going to lie to you. Normally bleachers, you just walk up the bleachers and into the press box. There's actually a separate staircase behind the bleachers. So there was that. Well, let's take a look at the weather today because it feels really chilly from where I'm standing. It says 52 degrees, and then as we progress through the game, should be about 55. 46%. That's why the humidity's up. That's why. Let's see. Any wind? It says about 7 miles per hour for the wind. Might go up to 8. You can see it a bit in the flag. It's blowing to the east. Shouldn't affect the game too much, however, here at Cody Stadium. We're going to take another quick break and be back with the pregame show here on WyoToday.com. Streaming live soccer with the Lander Tigers facing off against the Cody Bronx.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at...
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's
Truffle
go.
fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for two, Tuesday through Thursdays, now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Wyoming, where we're streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube. Welcome. If you're just now joining, I'm Rusty Wirtz with WyoToday.com and Wind River Radio. Happy to be here in Cody today. It's a sunny day on the field. A bit of a breeze coming in, about 7 to 8 miles per hour of wind. It's supposed to stay in the 50s, however, which is good news for this soccer match. All right, so the teams are on the road today, at least for Lander, and we're going to take a look at the standings as we go into this match. Yesterday, the Lander men's team took a tough loss against Powell, and we talked with Coach Schaff about that. Excited to get into today's game and see them face off against the Bronx. All right, so currently, Lander sitting at 4-4. That's current standing here on MaxPreps.com. Then for Cody, sitting at 6-2. So as we take a look at some of the stats as we go in the conference play for Cody, 5-2. Conferences for Lander, 3-3. Let's see. On the road, Lander has 3 wins, 1 loss. And at home, Cody has 3 wins and 1 loss as well. So should be a great matchup for today here at Cody Bronx Stadium. We're getting close to start time. Let me check our scoreboard here. About 4 minutes and 11 seconds. The last couple of days, my my poor scoreboard camera has been sliding down slowly. So we'll adjust that here as we go. So 4 minutes until we'll have the starting lineups. Both teams looking good today. So we'll join back in just a second. Team captains breaking apart in the middle of the field and getting ready for the start of the match. We're going to check out our local sponsors here on WyoToday.com, streaming live. Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at
white truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good. Let's
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for 2 Tuesday through Thursdays now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
We're back in Cody, Wyoming. Get ready for the starting lineups. Just a bit of a breeze going through the stadium here. Nice Lander crowd showed up today. Looks like maybe about 15 to 20. I do know there's some sitting over on this side as well. Ref's getting ready to walk both teams to center field. Every time someone opens the door behind me, I have to guard all my paper because it gets the suction because I have the window open. So if you hear a whoosh of paper later, you know what happened.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spike Benoit Memorial Stadium for the second soccer match between the Lander Tigers and your Cody Bronx. First, the starters for the Tigers.
All right, we're going to start off with Lander Tigers starters.
Joe Hellier.
We're starting off with the, well,
Sam Welsh.
46. She called 46 first, but Sam Welsh, number 2 for the Lander Tigers. Number 4, we have Silas Wheeler. Number 6, Carter Ayers. Number 9, Gus Mosman. Number 10, Nico Loham. Number 17, McLean Hellier. Number 19, Camden Nickel. Number 33, Callum Wheeler. Number 37, Matisse Weaver. And number, she got a little mixed up, but number 46, Joe Hellier. And then goalkeeping today is Cody Elliott. And now for the Cody Bronx, the home team today. Ian Balo as goalie today. Number 2, Carson Davis. Number 4, Kate Geving. Number 5, CJ Dominic. Number 7, Hunter Robbins. Number 8, Reese Ward. Number 10, Wyatt Becker. Number 11, we have Zach McGargle. Number 13, Jackson Gale. Number 15, Tucker Lynn. Number 17, Remy Broussard. Randy Rocky is the head coach for the Cody Bronx.
Jolyn is our fourth official.
Both teams getting ready to exit center circle and start the match. Starting for the Tigers from the halfway line will be Camden Nickel. Whistles, and we're off. Pass back to Gus Mosman and McLean Hellier. Good footwork by Mosman. Drops back to Hellier. Hellier over to McLean. The brothers working together. Nickel from the touchline into Welsh. Ball given a lob off of Dominic. Now go out of bounds. Lander ball. Fielding that on the opposite side of the field is, that's McLean Hellier. He'll take it in from the touchline. Tosses to Callum Wheeler. Two sets of siblings in the Lander starters today. We have Silas Wheeler and Callum Wheeler. And we also have the two Hellier brothers, McLean and Joe. Free kick for Cody. It's going to be brought out by Tucker Lynn. That chip will go back to the 18 with a kick up and over. Too much power from Carson Davis. Can't quite show you the wing, but I can announce it. Cody Elliott bringing it back to the box. Looks like he's setting up to take his own goal kick. He'll pass that right to Callum Wheeler. Goes to the wing with Joe Hellier. He'll work forward to Nickel. A swipe there taken by Gus Mosman. Ayers back to Weaver. Weaver downfield. Joe Hellier giving it the gas. Trying to get to the wing. That'll go out of bounds. Past the sideline. Throw in. Coming in off of Ward. Weaver sends it forward to Welsh in the center. Ayers at the wing, shot on goal. And no good. Deflected. It could have been a possible shot on goal taken by McLean Hellier. Lander taking it over in the wing with Wheeler. He'll kick out of bounds. Back in with Dominic. A swipe from by Gus Mosman, excuse me. Dropped back to Joe Hellier. It's hard to get out of the habit of saying the first names of some and not others. Dominic trying to dribble the ball, gets picked off by Callum Wheeler. Wheeler goes around the ref, sends it forward to Welsh in the circle, and over to Nickel. Nickel to the side. Cody will get a touch, send it off course. Back to Loham. Draw back by Silas Wheeler. Going to Joe Hellier. Lander trying to find progression into the 18. Joe Hellier from the 50 throws in, meets up with Mosman. Ayers with a nice double back. A lot of central play in the middle of the field to start the game. Welsh gets it closer, gets headed away by Cody. Joe Hellier not letting it go too far past the halfway line. Cody racing forward toward the 10. Kicks left, met up by Cody Elliott inside the box. Cody Elliott was our player of the game for WyoToday.com yesterday. Felt like he had some good saves in there and was able to bring high energy in the second half of the game against Powell yesterday. Ball will be kicked back. Cody Elliott moving forward to narrow down the angles. He'll pick that up, send a rolling pass over to Joe Hellier. Ball go out of bounds. Cody ball brought back in by Ward. Looks like it was intended for Weaver. Joe tried to save the ball from going out of bounds and ended up trying to do a slide and stepped on the ball. Good hustle by Hellier. Ball's inside the 18. Loham taking it to the wing. He'll take it to Hellier, who progresses forward. Kick, which is body blocked by Jackson Gale. McLean on the right. Forward to Nickel. With good dribbles to Carter Ayers. Weaver getting caught up mid-run. He'll go to the turf. Good block there by Loham. Weaver goes cross field. Racing forward is Ayers. Substitutions going in for Lander. We have Reed and Donahue in for the Tigers. A nice head return there from Nickel off of that goal kick from Cody. The Bronx keeping forward motion as they get to the wing. Lander will follow it past the goal line. I want to invite you to the halftime show. I know it's about 29 minutes away, but we'll recap scores that have happened between now and then. And we'll look over some of the upcoming schedule for Lander. Goal kick coming out from Loham into Weaver at the side. He'll keep it in bounds. Stopped in the center by Robbins. Nabbed away by Mosman. Keeping it in possession with the footwork. He'll send it over to McLean Hellier. From the side with the throw-in is Hellier. Headed out of bounds. I believe that was off of Geving. Of a Bronx take a tumble to the turf. No call. Now there will be a call after another one in favor of Cody. That gives the free kick. That's going to go to Broussard of the Bronx. Some aerial play will take it out of bounds. Interesting jump taken by McGargle. Hungry to touch the ball. Matisse with a nice movement that sent it behind him, rolling the ball back. That went to Nickel and forward to Donahue. Working in arch formation, trying to find an opening. Taken over by Robbins and sent back to the Landers' defensive side of the field. Weaver's going to lob it over to Donahue on the opposite side of the field. That'll go out of bounds. Ref told Weaver to head to the side. Maybe some press box chatter tells me that maybe he has some blood coming off of his leg. He's got to put a Band-Aid on or have checked out. In for him will be Jaden Elliott. I think he might have gotten some road rash. Reed takes a swipe at the ball, sends it to Donahue. Joe keeping the ball, almost kept the ball in bounds. Nice movement there. Bouncing it off of the chest and trying to get a leg back in. Dominic taking it downfield. Gets taken away. Lander Tigers back through the circle. A trip will send Nickel down inside the circle. Ref's going to check on him. Gives the okay sign and jogs it off. That gives a free kick to Lander, however, inside the circle, being taken by Loham. The GK for Cody is going to swipe that, jog it out, and return with a kick. Landing near the 40, chested by Wheeler. Almost being picked off by Dominic. McLean is going to send it forward to Ayers. Back to McLean in the circle. Play and keep away. Hellier on the left will go forward to Elliott. Joe Hellier in the wing, not giving up the pressure. Inside the penalty box. Reed's able to take control. He's trying to get around the two forwards that are between him and the goal. Back in possession of Cody. Giving the lob downfield was Becker. Tries to meet up with Davis. Lander ball. Whistles coming back into the game. Weaver will come in. Heading out was Carter Ayers. Cody ball. Called it out of bounds. Cody giving it a wedge, trying to take control. We'll call a penalty. Lander ball with Loham at about the 35. Reed and Mosman working together near the flank. Sends center. No one between Jaden and Elliott, but there will be an offsides call. Missed opportunity there for the Tigers. They were getting hungry to get inside the 18 and see the back of the net. Free kick will come off of Broussard. That'll land about 5 yards past the halfway line. Weaver dribbling into the penalty box. That'll be booted out by Cody. Lander ball. Jaden Elliott. He'll shoot left to Nickel. That'll be booted out. Another stop. That time coming off of Broussard. Wheeler following the ball out near the wing. It'll be tossed back in by Davis. Kick by Broussard will take it back. Headed by Wheeler. It's going to roll forward, and Cody Elliott is going to clear the goal away. Excuse the shot of the window frame. We can't quite get the entire wing in there. Ball will be kicked out of bounds. Cody ball. Mosman gets ahead on it and turns the direction around. Forward movement for Lander. "19 minutes left in this first half of the match. At halftime, we'll recap the scores. Take a look at what's to come for the Tigers. Next game should be against Moreland. I think that's on Tuesday, the 27th. That was rescheduled, of course, due to a snowstorm, which I'm happy for. I had a hint that Moreland may not have a press box. Sitting with a table in a blizzard does not sound like a hot time to me. Out past the goal line. Be out on the Tigers, which means a goal kick that Balo will give up. That'll be Broussard that takes it out. Reed and Donahue will come back to the bench. We have Sam Welsh and Silas Wheeler back in. Welsh with an advance. That'll go out of bounds. Substitution coming in for Cody. Colby Balo has joined the game. And Hamilton has joined for the Tigers. Couldn't see if it was a 1 or a 7 for a second. The kick from Hellier, ricocheted off of one of Cody's members, being brought back in from the sideline by Nickel. Low-hem to Nickel and back, trying to get a zigzag in there. Gale will get tripped up. Good sportsmanship there by Elliott. Makes me think he might know Gale. Gave him a side hug, checking on him. Kick headed away from the goal. Taken to the wing with Hellier. They'll go out of bounds around the 26. Toss back in to Dominic. A swipe by Callum Wheeler. Great movement. Sends the Tigers to the midway point. Nickel will drop back to Hamilton. Hamilton in to Beeson. Change of direction brought on. That came from Broussard. Hellier getting a swipe. Back to Beeson. Good movement by Joe Hellier. Out of bounds on Lander. Ball coming back into play with Ward. First half of the match, 15 minutes left to go. scores are sitting at zeros. Silas Wheeler got tripped up, gave Lander a free kick. Good forward motion by Beeson. Shot on goal gets blocked. Whistles, they're going to call offsides on Lander. That gives Cody the free kick. That'll be brought in by Broussard. Cody Elliott coming forward to save the ball. Rolls it forward to Hamilton. Welsh doing a great job of keeping control, trying to put it out in front. Whistles, they'll call that on Lander. Lynn taking the ball this time. Chested by Callum Wheeler. Good return on his part. Loham working to the wing. Trying to find a turnaround spot. Dancing around the sideline. He'll get it inside the 18, excuse me. One of those high pressure moments. He'll get lobbed out by Cody, trying to eliminate the threat. Substitution. Mosman back in the game. Hamilton dropped back to play defense. Jaden Elliott also returned to the field. Weaver puts it in front of Welsh. He gets blocked out. Coming forward was Mosman. Weaver looking for a penalty, saying that there was a slap. McLean Hellier tosses into Weaver. There's a foul within the penalty box. And not a nice one. Making it a 1v1 with Weaver going against Balo. I am working camera, so this is going to be a terrible zoom in, but give you a better view. In and just to the left of the keeper. First score of the ball game goes to the Lander Tigers on behalf of Matisse Weaver. It's an ideal first point. I'm going to zoom back out here. As a side note, I am the person working the camera now. There will be some days I get to have a camera person and some I will not. So substitutions for the Tigers. Reed's welcome back to the field along with Kellen Donahue. Need to write this down so I have our scores for this game. 11 minutes, 35 seconds left in this match. Palmed by Cody Elliott. Brought to the edge of the penalty box and rolled out to McLean Hellier. Ball rolls to the wing. Taken up by Balo. Clears out the goal. Takes his time to read the field. Beeson trying to keep heavy pressure near the side. Cody looking to take advantage. Swipe by Hamilton. Loham drops left. Hamilton moves forward to Reed. Reed back to Hamilton. Gets inside the box, sends it to the side. Cradled there by Balo. Great placement, but no score. Mosman in center circle. He'll chip it forward. Race into it is Reed before it's lobbed away. Goes high up in the air. Taken back on by Gale. Cody Elliott rolls forward from the penalty box. It's going to find McLean Hellier. Reed finds the ball, sends it forward to Donahue, and into the goal. It's good. Ian Balo came out to narrow down the angles, but Donahue was able to get past him and find the back of the net. Great work there. Passing the ball back and forth, zigzagging it to get exactly where it needed to be. With 8 minutes, 56 seconds left in this match, score Lander Tigers 2. Powell sitting at 0. Excuse me, not Powell. Cody's sitting at 0. That's why we're not allowed to do 3 games in a week. It's an ideal way to spend the first half. Ball will go out of bounds. Lander ball with Hamilton. Nice move by Mosman, keeping control. Balo not letting it happen again. Rushes forward. Hamilton gives it ahead. Goes forward to Beeson, swiped instead by Gale. They'll roll out past the sideline. Coming back in with Ward. Substitutions coming back into the ball game. Joe Hellier and Camden Nickel. Taking a rest will be Otis Beeson and Callum Wheeler. Getting a nice round of applause from the large home crowd that's here today. I want to say that there was almost as many people at the home game. Maybe like 15 more at the home game. Donahue to the wing. A shot on goal by Mosman. Hits the top of the goalpost, goes down, and just couldn't find the back of the net. Nickel will end up on the turf. Nickel's going to get checked on by the ref. Sorry for the window frame there, folks. He'll jog it off. He's getting roughhoused a little bit today. Mosman with great work down the side. Into the wing. He'll send it into the box. They'll be kicked away. Cody will deflect it off one of their players. Get it out to the 30 where Joe Hellier's waiting. Sends it to the brother across. Block shot on goal by Balo. Coming in for the Tigers. Mosman coming in for, need to see, I think he went in for Camden Nickel. From the corner kick. A hard kick to the chest sends one of the Broncs to the ground. I think it knocked the wind out of him. That's simply from chesting the ball. It takes a lot of endurance and I want to say tolerance too. Weaver kept the ball in bounds. He'll send a lob, land on the opposite side of the penalty box, chased out of bounds. So went past the end line. That's a goal kick for Cody, coming off of Broussard. Return with the head from Weaver. Gets headed around by some of the Broncs as well. Then sent right by Welsh. Weaver in the wing, sends it left, caught safely with both hands and cleared away by Balo. Picked off by Joe Hellier, sent to the center with Welsh. Cody's not keeping as tight of coverage, I want to say, as maybe they did in the beginning of the game. Giving Lander some elbow room. Mosman moves forward. Mose with a shot on goal. Smothered out by Balo. Balo keeping busy during this match. Balo sends it out himself to center circle. Weaver forward to Donahue. Back inside the box. Sliding forward with a save is Balo. Balo opts to throw it out this time. Almost had some heads knock. Loham to Jaden Elliott. Lander carving up the Cody defense. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. Cody ball. Bringing the toss from the line is Gale. Goes over to Lynn. Chested by Loham. McGargle loses it to Loham. He goes forward, meeting up with Reed. Sent back to McLean Hellier. Ball's going to go out past the sideline. Lander ball. Mosman to Welsh. Inside the box. Jaden Elliott speeds forward and instead is tackled from in front of him by McGargle. They'll call that out on Lander. Goal kick for Cody from Broussard. Lander doing a good job of splitting the gap and finding some holes and making some plays. Whistles. Weaver's going to go check on the Cody Bronx that's laying down near the sideline. Looks like they checked on Becker. He'll walk it off. Great back and forth movement by the Tigers. Gets them to the 10, where it's stopped by Balo. 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lander ball being brought in by Joe Hellier. Toss into Mosman. A lob in and an attempted head made by Weaver, caught by Balo. That's going to be it for the first half of play in this contest. Lander Tigers sitting with a score of 2, and the Cody Bronx sitting at 0. We'll be back after this break for our sponsors. Remember, these are the folks that are supporting your Lander Tigers and your other Fremont County businesses. So please check them out. Give them a shout out when you see them. Tell them you heard it here on WyoToday.com Live Soccer.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
We're back live from Cody Stadium here at WyoToday.com. I'm Rusty Wirtz, and welcome if you're just now joining. Whew, you missed some great plays by the Lander Tigers. So we're going to take a look at recapping our first set of scores. I'm also running camera, so bear with me here. All right, 10 minutes had gone in the, actually it was 11 minutes remaining in the first half of play. And that's when a penalty happened on behalf of the Cody Bronx, giving the Lander Tigers a penalty shot. It was 1v1. It was Balo versus Weaver. Weaver was able to get it past Balo and get the first score of this match. Next, about 3 to 4 minutes later, Donahue ended up in behind the 6, and after a really well-calculated pass, was able to get it behind Balo. He jumped one way, the ball went the other, and it turned out to be a 2-0 ball game at that point. That takes us to where we are now, 2-0 against the Cody Bronx. I keep trying to say the Powell Bronx. That's not true. Powell was yesterday. And then Lander also faced off against Riverton this week as well. So here we are. We're here in Cody. Clouds are starting to cover the skies, getting a little more chilly, and the breeze is starting to pick up as well. Flag's starting to stand a little straighter. We'll be back. We'll go through some of our scheduling, some of the upcoming games. Moreland on deck this week, and we'll go through some of the stats as well right here on wyotoday.com, live from Cody High School. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic. Welcome back to wyotoday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube. If you're trying to stream on a larger monitor, maybe a TV, I suggest the YouTube way. The reason we're over here is I saw a cute dog, to be perfectly honest, so there we go. I know it's supposed to be no dogs, but cute dog nonetheless. All right, as we're taking a look at the stadium, cloud cover starting to damper that really nice sunshine we had earlier in the day. On the other side of the field, some very different body language coming from the Cody Broncs. No doubt getting a pep talk from their head coach, Coach Rocky, that would be. So in this second half of play, it'll be interesting to see how the adjustments are made on both teams. And, of course, the final result of the contest is always a good one to check, too. 3 minutes left in halftime, and then we're going to be coming back with the second half of play. Folks, keep it tuned right here to wyotoday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube.
Pen. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at...
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's go.
Truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for two Tuesday through Thursdays now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an aberconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
And that being said, we're about to start the second half of play here at Cody High School. The sunshine is gone. It's a little more chilly, but soccer must go on. 40 minutes set back to the clock. Bringing it back from the center circle will be Jackson Gale of Cody. Current score in this match is 2-0 in favor of the Tigers. We're seeing some good plays. Brought forward by Callum Wheeler. Went out on Ayers. Bronx making good forward movement. With the stop is Cody Elliott. He'll run it out, toss it to about the 40. Nickel getting it into the danger zone in the corner with Mosman. Excuse me, that was Welsh. My apologies. Forgot we switched sides too. Mosman on the side. He'll drop back to Hellier. Weaver tries to go forward. Mrs. Welsh goes to Mosman. Gets it inside the 18. A shot on goal. Too much power. Goes up and over the goal. Substitution coming in for the Bronx. Carson Davis. Goal kick from Broussard. That'll go to the smack dab center of center circle, met by Callum Wheeler. Into the wing with Ayers. They'll be kicked out of the end line, giving a corner kick to the Tigers. My apologies for the windowsill, but I'll tell you what's going on in the corner. From the corner, a soft pass forward to Welsh. That'll go in front of the goal, sending Balo to his side. Can hear some praise from Coach Shaw from the sidelines, saying good work. Toss in from Cody. Meets up with Dominic versus Nickel. Ayers moving forward into the wing. He'll take it from the corner. Sends it to Mosman in the center, still inside the penalty box. Lobbed out by Broussard. Good kick backward by Welsh. Caught on the ground by Balo. Returned with a head by Hellier. Worked across field. Zigzag passes are giving the Tigers some progression into the third of the Bronx. McLean Hellier getting caught up on the ref. He tells ref he's sorry as he tries to keep the ball in bounds. Great speed on behalf of Hellier. Nickel avoids the tackle, gets it back by the goal line, kicks it across. That'll be palmed away by Balo. Corner kick for the Tigers. So coming off of Welsh. It'll be headed out by Broussard. And corner take two. Shot on goal. Taken in by Silas Wheeler. No luck. Broussard brings it back in. Hits the heel of Weaver. Bronx looking to advance into the penalty box. Coming forward is Cody Elliott. Meets it with a knee. Ayers to the side to McLean Hellier. Nickel with the dribble. Almost gets tripped up on Gale of the Bronx. Joe Hellier is going to send it back across to McLean Hellier. Ayers forward to Nickel. Reads the field. Dribbles to Wheeler and Mosman. A lob coming from Ayers, tries to meet up. Looks like he was going for Welsh. Couldn't fit the cogs together perfectly and get it in between the goalposts. Great setup by the Tigers there. Putting a lot of pressure on the Bronx early on in the second half of play. 32 minutes left to go. That's in the entire contest. Lander ball from the touch, tossed in by Ayers into Silas Wheeler. Wheeler over to Mosman, and then to Welsh in the center. Shot on goal. Not quite, maybe it was a shot over. Lander in opportunity zone, kept out by the defense of the Bronx. Seems like someone might be watching from their car. or it could be the busy road behind the press box. Either way. Lander will move back as it's a goal kick for Broussard. Silas Weaver with good reaction to Dominic coming forward. Getting tripped up is the Bronx on Weaver. Cody from the touchline. That throw will get chested by Weaver. Silas Wheeler sends it forward into the penalty box. Shot on goal taken by Nickel. Too far to the left. Substitutions for Lander coming in. We'll see Reed and Donahue back on the field. Broussard from the corner with the goal kick. Corner of the box, I should say, for the goal kick. They'll call that a foul. Cody Ball going to come in with Tucker Lynn. Cody Ball. Air's definitely getting a chill to it here at Cody Stadium. Robbins gonna take the kick. Can't hold it in and find the back of the net. Goal kick will come out from Loham for LVHS. Coming to the field is Hamilton. Taking the seat is Ayers. Expert work by Weaver and Hellier down the sideline. They'll keep it in bounds. Cody advancing now to midfield. A lob that's met by Lander's Cody Elliott. Bozeman chips it, meets up with Balo. Might be seeing some precipitation here at the field. Yesterday in the game against Powell, we saw some rain and some sunshine simultaneously. Just a few sprinkles here falling on top of my camera in the window. Reed used his back to guide the ball. I'll go out on Lander. Hamilton following it out. Substitution coming in for the Cody Bronx. We'll see on the field. I believe that's, maybe not. I don't have a number 6 on the roster. Well, for now he gets to be number 6, folks. My apologies. Hellier tries to change direction with a head. He'll chase it down the side. Sends it back to Nickel. Cody keeping up the intensity. Lohan's going to lob it, bounce off the back of Dominic. Hamilton will race around the side and nab that from in front of McGargle and send it out of the sideline. Ref coming to check on McGargle.
Let's go, Blue. Come on now.
Swiped away by Gus Mosman. Sends it over to Nickel. A penalty called on the trip up. Free kick for Lander. "25 minutes left in the second half of play in this match. The contest yielding a score of 2 for the Lander Tigers and 0 for the Cody Bronx. Mosman getting tripped up there alongside Robbins. No call from the refs, look clean. Racing out is Balo, swiped it from in front of Donahue, which could have been dangerous. Points-wise, that is. Lohan making his way downfield. Weaver with a shot on goal, double-handed away. Otherwise, that could have been a score for the Tigers. Well struck ball there by Weaver. From the corner, I'll tell you who's over there since we can't quite see over in that direction. Hamilton and Mosman from the corner. Mosman's going to give it a boot. Waiting to head it in was Weaver and Donahue. That'll go out. It'll be called a Cody Bronx ball. Substitution. Ayers back in the game. He'll be going in for Lohan. As you can see in the background, the breeze picking up a tiny bit, blowing the flag at the stadium. Tackle taken by Reese Ward. Penalty calls. They'll be on the Cody Bronx. Just outside the penalty box, however. So it'll be a free kick. Weaver with the kick. That'll be caught safely and cleared by the keeper for the Cody Bronx. Can hear the coach from the Cody bench saying defend together. Called out for Kellen Donahue. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to call it a Lander ball, tossed in by McLean Hellier. Playing with the toss. Tosses into Reed. is headed away by the Cody Bronx. Weaver will drop back. Great zigzag motion by Lander. Headed by Reed, intended for the goal, taken off by Balo. Interesting defensive tactic, jumping and arching his back to get it the correct direction. We saw the Cody Bronx with Reese Ward. Broussard setting up for the goal kick. Ayers down the side. I'll go out of bounds on Cody. Substitutions coming in for the Lander Valley Tigers. Reed and Donahue taking a seat. Silas Wheeler back. I believe Welsh has also joined the field yet again. Mosman to Silas Wheeler. That gets picked off and goes downfield. Dominic moving forward. Gives a chip from Hamilton. It goes up to Silas Wheeler. Substitution for the Bronx. We see Keaton Stone come to the field for the first time this game. Ball will be headed by Wheeler at about the 45. We'll call the Lander ball off the penalty. Mosman sends forward. Welsh will end up getting tripped up. After getting caught up, a penalty will be called on the Lander Tigers. That ball being taken out by Dominic. Or excuse me, not Dominic. That one is Lynn of the Bronx. 18 minutes to go. A swipe. That one came from Hunter Robbins. Ayers drops back. Gets a lob from McLean Hellier. Bela will call off his defense. Opts to lob it out. Weaver sending the ball to the far left with Nickel. He'll head around the corner. Almost a shot made by Welsh. Seemed like the ball might have had some spin on it that kept it from going inside the goal. If that would have been honed in just a tiny bit, it could have gone past Balo as he was in the bottom left side of the goal and that ball was headed to the right. Goal kick from Broussard expected. 17 minutes. Current score, Lander Tigers sitting at 2, and the Cody Bronx sitting at 0. Substitution. Cody replaced a player. I'm trying to track down just quite who. I believe it might have been Gale that came back into the game. Nickel to the corner. We're going to call a foul on Lander. Also went out, which means that Broussard gets to kick it out from the goal. Forward movement from the Bronx through center circle. Meets up with Loham. Ref will call it clean. Lander trying to work the zigzag passes that have found them success in the last couple of movements, I want to say. Sliding tackle coming in from Reese Ward. In for the Tigers, Otis Beeson. Ayers heads to take a seat. Loham to the side with Joe Hellier. Loham forward to Beeson. He'll give it to McLean. Lander taking their time to carve up the defense of the Cody Bronx. Substitutions coming into the field. I believe back in for the Bronx is McGargle. Dominic for Cody, heading to the side, sends it forward. Blocked mid-run by McLean Hellier. Silas Wheeler going forward to Welsh. Welsh near the side. Finding that extra boost, getting him through the wing. He's going to send it left. Couldn't quite meet up with someone to put it in the net. And a shot on goal. Taken on by Silas Wheeler. I think that's his first score of the season. I could be wrong, but nice movement. Smashing it past the keeper of the Cody Bronx. So with 13 minutes, 26 seconds to go, Lander Tigers 3. That's against the Cody Bronx with 0. Play will start again. Callum Wheeler changing the direction with his head. And Beeson, who tries to keep it in bounds, couldn't quite keep it there. McGargle from the side. Also, I believe I forgot to announce that Connor Ayers is also in the game, running as a forward at the moment. Not to be confused with Carter Ayers. Ball up, lobbed over, and caught safely by Cody Elliott. Hamilton cuts to the middle. Yeah, penalty called on the Cody Bronx. Taking the ball forward will be Hamilton. Hamilton gives a kick straight to the goal. But high on alert was Balo. Good maneuver taken there by Silas Wheeler. Got it between the legs of the Cody Bronx Robins. Penalty on Lander. Free kick for Cody. 11:22 left in the second half of play here at Cody Stadium. I invite you to join us on the post-game show. We normally have Coach Schaff come on, talk about today's game and what we can look forward to next week. Whistles, I think someone may have handed the ball. It's going to be Cody ball being brought back in by Lynn. He took a shot on goal with the free kick, bounced off the goal post and out past the end line. My apologies on the camera, folks. A large group of substitutions for Lander coming into play. We see Donahue back on the field. Blaze Laird joining the game. Who else do we have? Hamilton will pass left to Joe Hellier. Joe Hellier from the touchline goes into Mosman. We're going to call a penalty on the shove to Loham. Coming from Jackson Gale. Gives a free kick to Hamilton of LVHS. He'll send that forward to Hellier. McLean Hellier will follow it out of bounds. He'll have the touchline toss. That'll go in to Callum Wheeler and back to McLean Hellier. Boot across field to Connor Ayers. He'll send forward to Donahue in the wing. Struggling to keep it in bounds. Goes for a sliding tackle, loses it to Cody. He'll be out of bounds on the Bronx. Brought back in by Connor Ayers. Substitution for the Bronx. That's going to bring Val Payne into the game. His first time being subbed in, at least in this match. I couldn't tell you about the others, folks. From the touchline, Joe Hellier. Good zigzag motion. Changed course by McGargle. Reed will send it forward to Ayers as he'll tumble over. Ball go out of bounds. Reed will give it a lob, meeting up with Donahue. To Loham, who will split the gap, met by Broussard, the last defender, between the Lander Tigers and between Balo, the keeper for Cody. Whistles, they'll call that on Loham. That'll be Cody ball. Free kick for Lynn of the Bronx. They'll go downfield. Laird will rush forward. Connor Ayers doing a good job of moving the ball back to center. Yellow card. Well, some not so happy spectators. That'll be a yellow card called on Tucker Lynn of the Cody Bronx. Coming in is a substitution. That'll be Keaton Stone that they welcome to the field. The way I look at it is the referees are a lot closer to the game than I am, so he won't catch me bashing a ref. Callum Wheeler from the 45. A slide tackle under Mosman. He had a rough game yesterday. A second yellow card on the Cody Bronx. Looks like that will be called on Ward of Cody. I'll catch the number of the athlete coming back into the game. Schaff is going to head out to check on him. Helping him up was McGargle. He'll receive applause on both sides. Always a good show of stadium sportsmanship, which is always appreciated. Lohan's going to get the free kick. Lohan with a shot on goal, rolls just behind Balo in the bottom left corner. That takes the score. Lander Valley at 4, Cody 0. Expert move off of a free kick on behalf of Loham. So with 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go, we'll get the game going back in center circle. Reed quick to get possession, gives it to Donahue. Donahue to the wing. Doubles back, trying to get over to Reed. It'll be kicked and reflected off of Getting. Looks like they might call that. Oh, they're going to call that past the end line on Lander. Goal kick for Broussard. Balo getting hammered by shots on goal inside the box today. Reed with a great pass that went between the legs of McGargle. They'll be turned back around by Cody with forward motion along the sideline. White ball. Forward to Laird. Ball will roll into the wing of Lander's left side of the field. Goal kick for Lander. Bringing it out is Hamilton. Reed will get tripped up on the side. Just as quick, he's back to the wing with possession of the ball. Going out past the end line. I think they're going to call it just that. Ball rolled past, they're going to give it to Broussard for a goal kick. Cody finds some hesitation, almost gets picked off by Lander. Lander ball. Free kick from Hamilton. Hamilton will drive it just inside the penalty box, where Lander tries to keep control of it. Looks like instead, Cody making a forward motion. Racing forward is Dominic, meeting up with Callum Wheeler. Laird. He'll drop back to Hamilton. And over to Joe Hellier on the side. Dominic in center circle will pass right, picked off by Joe Hellier. Connor Ayos will send forward. That goes into Donahue with a shot on goal, and it's good. Lander Tigers get a score with Donahue. They were able to squeeze that right past Ian Balo. So with 53 seconds left to go in the game, that's a score for Donahue.
Well, that's fine, but if you do, we have an Instagram page. You can send them to us, and we'd be much appreciated.
Cody will drop back. Sends forward.
See you, Elizabeth.
Forward movement by Nickel to the 30. Sent back to Connor Ayers. He'll keep up the speed. Over to Laird. Whistles. That'll be a Lander ball. Starting to think the notes that I take during the game are equivalent to a doctor's handwriting now. Shot on goal taken by Hamilton. That'll go up and over the goal line. Those whistles will signify the end of the game and a win for the Lander Valley Tigers. They'll come in. We're going to take a break and come back with your post-game show here on wyotoday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube. We'll recap scores, see if we can get Coach Schaff up here to give us a post-game update. We'll also talk about what's coming up next week for the Lander Valley Tigers.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program. Hey, welcome back to Cody's Stadium. It's a now cloudy afternoon here in Cody, Wyoming. Gorgeous field, however, and great accommodations here, so I appreciate them for getting us set up in the press box today. We're going to recap the game here in just a sec, as I see Coach Schaff sneaking up to the press box here. I'm going to do something. You're going to see my face really big on the screen. I apologize in advance. We're going to switch the camera situation, because I don't think we have enough room to flip my other camera around, so we're going to do something real quick. Oh gosh, here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the post-game show, and we have Coach Schaff coming over, and we'll have our interview with him right here on the screen. So, and also super thanks to the helper today. Thank you, thank you. All right, folks, so as we get this, there we go. I had to do a different camera today, Coach. We'll make this bigger for us. All right, so let's recap the game. It's always a good day when you walk away with a win on the road. You're good. There you go. We're all set up. Welcome to the press box.
There you are. Yeah.
We're a little closer together this time.
That's a hike to get over here.
Oh my goodness. When I walked up the bleachers and looked around, I was like, oh no.
That's what I did. And I've been up here before. I should have known.
So Coach, great work by the Tigers today.
Yeah, we came out a little slow in terms of attack. Once we figured out where their soft spots were, we were able to put a lot of more pressure on them.
Yeah, it looked like 3/4 of the way through the first half of play.
Yeah.
With 11 minutes left, Weaver got in there, and that was actually off of a penalty kick.
Yeah.
So never a bad thing.
Yeah, I guess they had a couple handballs in the box, a couple that didn't get called, but we got one handball in the box, and we made it count.
Right.
Got us on the board. So.
And then, Donahue scoring 2 into the net today. So
yeah, that's really good. We switched some things up, and I think it kept the momentum on our side.
Right.
Allowed our forwards to stay a little fresher and keep moving up there. So.
And I know something, you were subbing out Reed and Donahue almost concurrently along with one another. So.
Yeah. That's what I was. That's what we were trying today.
Yeah.
The two that we're subbing for them play completely different than those two, so we're just trying to keep the change of pace going, and kind of keep the defense on their heels.
Perfect. So never bad when you get a win on the road, of course. Looking ahead to next week, we're packing up and going to Worland on Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good battle. I mean, they're a great team, so we're going to have to play as a unit. We talked a lot after that Powell game last night. On things we need to do. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we can come out and execute some of those things, do some of the things we worked on today, and kind of combine everything and put a full game together. So.
Perfect. Well, I want to thank you for making the hike up and around to the press box. Yeah. And good luck, and have a great celebratory bus ride home.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach Topp. Appreciate it. Yep. And folks, we're going to wrap up that broadcast right here on WyoToday.com. We will catch you again with the next game that will be on Tuesday against Worland. We'll pack up, head to the road, and we'll see you there.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you